amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really on Pokeos and Pokeramas? I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What is going on, good people? I hope you guys are all doing well. I know you all see a dark screen, but don't worry. We will be making this screen become a thing like this right here. So appreciate you guys all being here. Do me a favor, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, I'm going to remind y'all again, let people in your phone contacts know about this channel. Just let them know about the channel, okay? Just get into your phone, find somebody in there, 1, 2 people, whatever. And if you know that they might get something out of this channel, let them know about it, have them come and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it if you did that, okay? And also for the ones that want to support the channel, I put it in the chat as well. That's how you can do it. Patreon.com/Model Renaissance Man. There's a $1 tier. You're paying $12 a year to support the channel on Patreon. The reason why I have a Patreon is if YouTube bans a video of mine, or even if they ban me, I will still be able to post and give you guys content on Patreon, okay? Also, for the ones that just want to send something through Cash App, great if you do, great if you don't. That's how you do it. The Cash App sign /Model Renaissance Man, all right? I don't know off the top of my head what my PayPal is, so I didn't listen, but I might get that. As y'all can see, I don't care about getting it. Of course, it's greatly appreciated. I promise you, it's greatly appreciated. It goes to buying things that you see right now, the green screen behind me, things like that. I don't just take people money. I don't need nobody's money at all. But for the ones who always write me and say, can I send you something as a gift to support you? That's the option right there. Anyway, now that we got away from that, it sounds like a pastor trying to ask y'all for tithes and offering zone. I know. I can't stand it either. Anyway, I'm just glad that y'all here. Y'all hit that like button for me. Appreciate you guys all taking your time out. I want to wish every last one of you guys here a happy new year. I might do that for the first week or two. Posting videos, just wishing you guys all a happy new year. And if you're not going to be having a happy new year, maybe we can actually do something on this channel, video-wise, panel-wise, so where we can make your new year happier by discussing certain issues. Because I got some things that I want to do as this new year is coming, okay? Might be doing some personal interviews with you guys and things like that. Some of the subscribers, get some interviews with the moderators, get some interviews in here with some of the familiar folks that you guys all see in the chat. Get them on screen, just have a good time talking, etc., etc. I think that will be fun. So, yeah, as you guys can see right now, the breaking news is Google, Meta, and other tech gurus are doing away with DEI. If you don't know what DEI is, it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. In other words, hire anybody that's not white, put them in spaces that they're not qualified for a lot of times, hire them if they're of a different sexual orientation, do it based off of equity and not based off of them being qualified for it. Equity means everybody should just be able to do it no matter what. Not really equality. If you don't know, equity was beat out by Martin Luther King during the Civil Rights Movement when he brought in equal rights, not equity. Because they tried to usher it in through some other black organizations, ushering in equity through a way of Marxism, but Martin Luther King beat it out during the Civil Rights Movement by bringing in equality. Let me digress from that. Anyway, I'll go ahead and bring you guys that screen up. And while I do that, don't forget to hit that like button if you will, please. Because this right here, y'all know I'm going to go in on this because I called it from the beginning. I called it right from the beginning, but what I'm talking about, I'll show it a little later. Here's my buddy right here. This is a very nice guy. I like him. He and I, even off the record, I talk to him maybe once or twice a month. He's a very nice guy. He always want to talk and just hear me. I would talk to some of his family members, whatever like that. Y'all, okay, y'all like, who's this dude? Okay, let me show y'all what my main page is. He's one of the first people I use on my channel. Okay, maybe it's not showing up now. I don't know why it's not showing up now, but it usually do. See if y'all can see this. Maybe not. But anyway, just to let y'all know, I talked to him quite a bit. He gave me an interview, and he's a nice guy. I guess it's not showing right now because I'm live. But anyway, yeah, he's a nice guy. But I'm going to play this video right here so you guys can all hear it, okay? Give me a second. Mute myself so you guys can all hear this. And we are going to go from there, all right?
Well, it's really important that Republicans amplify the fact that the law and order issue is directly attached to a
University of North Texas is shutting down its DEI office to comply with the state law, which bans them. Cherise Trump is with me. You're a vocal critic of DEI programs. So let me ask you this. Why is banning these programs necessary?
Well, let's not forget that DEI stands for divide, exclude, and intolerance. The type of behavior that we see come out of most of the...
You think it does, but you know it doesn't.
They say it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, but we know that most of the policies that are coming out of these departments are incredibly exclusive, actually, of most students, and they do shut down students' free speech rights. They usually weaponize harassment policies and bias reporting systems to target and investigate and discipline students for their constitutionally protected speech. So this is very good news for the students at University of North Texas, which has a long history of corrupt DEI practices where speakers have been shouted down and sometimes even physically assaulted. It's a very unfriendly campus to speech, so it's a good sign to see that Texas is taking a stand on these issues.
Okay, we've got a new poll and it shows Republicans are losing interest in the war on woke. Only 24% prefer a candidate whose main focus is taking on woke culture. 65% want a candidate who goes for law and order. So, Cherise, are the Republicans losing their will to fight wokeism?
Well, it's really important that Republicans amplify the fact that the law and order issue is directly attached to a lot of the cultural issues that are happening in the country today. So when we're talking about woke, we can't just throw the word around. We actually have to define what it is. We talk about these DEI departments. What kind of ideas are they espousing? They're espousing a concept that we call woke, which is looking at the world through the lens of oppressor and oppressed. It's Marxist ideology, and it's pushing people into these divisive behaviors, which are leading to an increase in crime. So if we want better law and order, then we do need to address the cultural issues, and it's up to Republicans to communicate that properly.
I would make the judgment that wokeism is actually in decline. Would you agree with that?
That's the hope. You know, we see states like Texas pushing back on these issues, but we need to make sure we keep going all the way. We can't just stop at eliminating DEI departments. We actually need to investigate universities and other institutions that have these insidious practices that are built into their policies.
It's going to take a while. Cherise Trump,
yeah.
Are you any relation, by the way?
No relation.
I just
Yeah, Red, he actually was, yeah, this guy right here is the one that interviewed me. I thought you guys were saying that, I thought you guys were telling me that the video was muted. You guys did hear the video, right? Yeah, y'all did because y'all said she's right. So anyway, you guys all just heard that and everything. And I pretty much just told y'all that that woke stuff was, you know, a lot of that stuff was just pretty much grounded in Marxism and everything, right? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go along with this and read this because it is some big news that Google, Meta, and other tech giants slash DEI-related jobs resource groups in 2023 report. Big tech companies have trimmed DEI roles over 40% in 2023 and cut DEI groups as much as 90%. Tech giants like Google, Meta have slashed diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in 2023 despite their commitments following the 2020 Black Lives Matter protest. According to the data provided by the job site Indeed, DEI-related jobs posting in 2023 have declined by 44%. In November, just a few months ago, the last month for which data was available, DEI job postings dropped 23% over the year. Layoffs as Google and Meta also included employees who held leadership roles in Black employee resource groups. Let's see. Devika Bridge, CEO of Reach, I don't know what that is or how you say it, the Gap Consulting, which works with tech companies' DEI efforts, told CNBC that some companies have cut nearly 90% of their DEI budget by mid-year. When George Floyd began to become a topic of conversations, companies and executives doubled down on their commitments. And here we are a couple years later, and folks are looking for opportunities to cut those teams. Melinda Brianna Epler, the founder and CEO of Empovia, I don't know how you say it, Empovia, said the cuts in DEI in 2023 were a stark compared to previous years. Whenever there is an economic downturn in tech, some of the first budgets that are cut are DEI. Bullcrap. But I don't think we've seen such stark contrast as this year. The layoffs come just 3 years following the boom in DEI initiatives that came during the Black Lives Matter protests because they thought that wave was going to continue to go on, didn't they? I called, for those of you that have been with me for years, y'all know I called this bull crap. Anyway, at this time, tech companies made a commitment to the promotion of diversity and inclusion in the workplace. In June 2020, letter to Google employees, CEO Sundar Pichai, however you say that, vocally committed to improving support for Black workers. What does that mean? Support for Black workers. What the heck? The events of the past weeks reflect deep structural challenges. We'll work closely with our Black community. Where is that at? We'll work close with our Black community. Name who? To develop initiatives and product ideas to support long-term solutions, and we'll keep you updated. There won't be no updates. In a similar June 22 letter, Meta employees, COO Sheryl Sandberg committed to having 30% more people of color, including 30% more Black people in leadership. If y'all don't know, I did a video not too long ago where it shows somebody for Facebook pimped them for all kinds of money. She was their DEI guru go-to person. She was sitting there serving self-interest, getting kickbacks, the DEI person, because they felt that if they would have monitored her, they would have been her overseeing oppressor. Oh, we don't want to be overseer of we don't want to be an oppressor, this Black woman. We have to trust. Look what happened. Y'all, so many Black people, opportunists, took advantage of these DEI things. They were doing this DEI training by a Black person. We're going to have some Black women and Black men come into these companies to teach white people how to treat another Black person. They need to teach you how to treat. They need to teach you guys how to treat a human being. Oh, you don't treat Black people like you normally would treat white people or any other people. You have to treat Black people differently. The freaking heck is that? If you know how to be a good person to other human beings, there is no need for this dumb stuff. Let me digress from it, because Coca-Cola definitely went woke on this. You had to take diversity, equity, and inclusion training. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say their names. You professors that love my show, that talk to me all the time, you workers in some of these Illinois universities, y'all know who you are, from Chicago down to Southern Illinois. You professors that have come to me and voiced that y'all had to sit there and take training, and that y'all can't even say anything, because if y'all do say anything that y'all disagree with it, you guys are in retirement right now. Y'all got 2 years left, 3 years left. One of y'all got a year left. Y'all just trying to make sure y'all don't get fired. Y'all want to get y'all retirement. It's a shame that they had to sit there and force y'all to sign up and take training classes. You know, you had to do it. That's crazy to me. Don't forget to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all doing that. If you don't mind, let it match. There's 72 of you in here. That's 59 likes. Let's make those match. We make those match. All right. Our commitment to DEI remains at the center of who we are as a company, a Meta spokesperson said. We continue to intentionally design equitable and fair practices. There with that word, equity. We continue to intentionally design equitable and fair practices to drive progress across our people, policy, and partnership pillars. In a statement to Fox News Digital, an Amazon spokesperson echoed Meta's sentiments and said that their DEI priorities have not changed. Our DEI priorities have not changed, and we remain committed to building more inclusive and diverse Amazon. Margaret Callahan, a spokesperson for Amazon, said. In a statement, Google said that their workforce reductions were to sharpen their focus. Get you Negroes out because y'all got in there and made a mess of us. I'm just joking, folks. I'm just messing. I mean, yeah. Our workforce reductions and company-wide efforts to sharpen our focus span the breadth of our business, a Google spokesperson said in a statement to Fox. To be absolutely clear, our commitment to this work has not changed, and we invested in many new programs and partnerships this year. As y'all can see, several big tech companies' layoffs have tightened their workforce in 2023 after overhiring during the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, to sum a lot of this up, I told people that a lot of these companies are doing nothing more than doing the bare minimum to make sure they stay on par to satisfy the woke crowd. They stayed on par to satisfy all the NAACP, BLM. They stayed on par doing all that bull crap that happened during the summer of love. All the George Floyd riots, tearing down the buildings, burning buildings, looting Antifa. They made sure that these companies hired in as many black folks as they can and had these DEI programs to appease folks so they wouldn't be considered to be racist. So they wouldn't consider to be oppressors, considering the fact that all these big tech giants are ran by white people. They wanted to make sure, oh, we're going to, come on, that right there within itself was nothing more than a stupid, dumb affirmative action. They hire people in to do jobs not based off of qualifications, but based off of their skin color. We got to get more black people. And then, like I said, the nerve for black people, the nerve for black people not to speak up and see how wrong this was, to sit there and force white people and other folks that weren't black to force them to have to take some training on how they're supposed to treat you as if we are some freaking animals. Some of them didn't even see it that way. We had been completely fine for years in the hospitals, in the business world, in IT, in the schools. Black and white people and other races, we were completely fine. They created a problem and told you to look at it as a problem. And all of a sudden, you don't care about your coworkers having to take training to learn how to treat you. That was an insult. That was an insult. The minute they came to me as a director, the minute they came to me and wanted to say, hey, we're willing to implement these practices into your job tie to train, absolutely not. I don't care if y'all was going to give us $400,000 and all this stuff like that to implement y'all program to have my employees take these dumb tests and all this stuff like that and then some training. That was absolutely, I said absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, you do know in doing so, we'll donate this medical equipment and this I don't care. You are not doing that. You know how humiliating that is? And to come at me, oh, because I know that you lost your mind. Yep, they were pissed off. I did not care. That's what do people even understand? Do you even understand the magnitude of this? Slow it down. They were wanting us, if you are not black, you're white, they were wanting companies to usher in programs and training for you to know and understand how to treat another human being that just happened to be darker than you. And then black folks being hired into all these different positions, and I'm just being real, a lot of people got hired into positions that they were not qualified for. Kamala Harris was one of them. No, let me stop. No, a lot of black people got hired into positions that they were not qualified for. That affirmative action stuff is a complete embarrassment. They get in there and not only do they fail miserably. You have people that push for affirmative action for some of these Ivy League colleges, and the performance of a black folks that got in there was absolutely terrible. It made us look that much more worse. I'm not going to say the company's name that came to me and wanted me to implement their version of diversity. Now, this will be great for you, Ty. I know that you will really love. What you mean? You just thought that I was going to accept this because you literally thought that I was going to absolutely accept this online computer training program because I'm black. That right there speaks volume of them to me. That's racism within themselves. You thought, oh, we know this is going to be good, and I know you have to fight really hard to get into a position that you're in, Ty. So this program, get out, bye, thank you. Thank y'all for the lunch, bye. Yeah, I did that. I did that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, I'll let them buy us lunch. And then I cut them off. Excuse me, what is this about? Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Well, can we just explain? No, thank you very much. Well, I mean, we drove 45 minutes away. You should have told me over the phone what this is going to be about. You said this is going to be some training that the employees are going to be needing, that was going to be helping in the medical world. But when I get here, you brought diversity, equity, inclusion. Y'all can leave. Well, I mean, no. Please leave before I call security. I don't care, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. As a director, I protected my employees from this dumb stuff. Every last one of my employees, they are nice. We treat each other with respect. There's no issues. We've helped each other push the dead car. We help start cars. We help go over each other's house and help each other move. We've helped paint. We've helped each other in that type of way, my employees. And for them to come in there and try to make them feel humiliated and how to treat me, which I am their boss and I'm black. All these white people that work under me, all these Indian people that work under me, all these Asian folks that work under me, got to get ready to get trained on how to treat me and their other people that might work for them that's black. That's crazy. Absolutely not. Don't forget to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. The reason why Google and all these mega tech giants are getting rid of that diversity, equity, inclusion programs, because the work morale crashed. The productivity and the efficiency completely crashed. For one, they put people in positions. Y'all don't know this. I know the insides. They put people in positions that weren't qualified for it, that looked like me. They just put them there because they felt they needed to. These people got in there and made the morale of the place bad. A lot of people, and I'm not saying all, some people got in there and they performed well. Majority of them got in there and they began to just push this DEI on white people and Asian people, Latino. They began to push this on them so hard that people began to leave. Because I'm just being real, a lot of folks that were black that end up pushing these DEI programs, they got in there and they were trying to find some rhyme or reason to absolutely 100% just press down on folks. Yeah, y'all gonna listen to me. You better do it. I'm telling y'all, this is what they did. And then on top of that, some of them try to take advantage and say, I think that a lot of people in there don't want to hear me because they're being racist towards me. I think they don't want to learn about diversity, equity, inclusion because they're racist, because they're prejudiced. That's what a lot of them did, folks. So guess what? In the medical world, I'm just telling you, and not only that, but even in some of these, the business world, a lot of people say, you know what? I'm leaving. I'll go and take my education. I'll go and take my skills over to I'll go and take it to a competing company of y'all's. I'll go to another hospital, competing doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners. We'll go work over at y'all competing hospital. I'm not about to do this. Having people come in here, and guess what? What's sickening about it is that a lot of people that were going in there and that were colored people that were training and pushing DEI, the way that they was pushing on people and demanding people to treat them a certain way, that literally within itself was oppression. It was crazy. So guess what? I told people from the beginning. Guess what talks? More than racism, more than diversity, equity, and inclusion, more than marching in the streets with your fist up, more than learning how to treat black people. Guess what talks more than all of that? Guess what color? Guess what color matters more than Black Lives Matter? Guess what color matters more than DEI? Guess what color matters more than, they don't care who worked for the company. Guess what color matters to most of these companies? Y'all know that color? C.L. Wade. Thank you very much. C.L. Wade got it right. The color green is what matters in the end. And guess what? They saw that implementing these black and white stuff and this DEI and Black Lives Matter, even trying to have even the LGBTQ stuff they try to bring in there with the inclusion, Even implementing that stuff in there. Guess what color of the rainbow mattered to most of them folks? The color green. And when they saw that, when they brought in these weird folks that got into these positions, dressing all crazy, looking like something out of Hunger Games, men dressing up looking crazy, it messed up the morale. It messed up the productivity. When it messed up the productivity, guess what ended up dropping? Capitalism dropped. Finances dropped down. It has nothing to do with, oh, we have to cut back because of blah, blah. No, they cut back because it was damaging those pockets. You know it's bad when Google, Facebook, and Amazon them have to cut back on programs. All the money they make and they still cutting back. The reason why is because it started hurting the main color that mattered the most, and that color is green. Y'all got to understand, it's the people that have the power. It's the workers that have the power. If the workers them don't come up and show up and produce, the company starts to lose money, and money talks. So these whole thing of having these programs within these companies did nothing more than gave people a good feeling while the wave was there. And all of a sudden, it dropped back down because they tried to ride the wave. They thought that all of a sudden, with Black Lives Matter coming along, NAACP coming along, Rainbow Coalition coming along, all the marching, all the riding, all the TV programs, all the seeing stuff on TV, all the stuff all on social media, all this and that in the news, all they black folks just thought that this was about to be y'all thought that this was about to be the utopia for us. And I told y'all that it was a complete trick. I said in the end, black people are going to be played. I said that in the end, they're going to end up having stuff that's going to happen within the world that black folks, they're not even going to be talking about y'all no more. And what happened? Immigration happened. Immigration, you know, the southern border, illegal immigration, asylum seekers, they came in right now, and guess what? Black folks' issues, nobody even care about y'all no more. Nobody's even talking about y'all no more. They got bigger fish to fry right now. Anything that's going to hurt finance, they got bigger fish to fry. And guess where that leaves black people? From the beginning of the George Floyd riots, all the Black Lives Matter, all the Antifa, all y'all out there tearing up statues and spray paint, all of that left black folks in a worse position than you was before that criminal died. Oh yeah. You as a black person are off worse. You don't even want to sit there and even call out the black folks that completely played y'all. You want to make up excuses because you want to know why? You have been so programmed to do nothing more than to have Stockholm syndrome to your abuser, be it your political figures, be it your black activists. You have been programmed to have Stockholm syndrome to them. They did you wrong. They stole your money. They spit you out. They kicked you to the curb. They pimped you like a hoe and got rid of you. And you still going to sit there and try to make excuses for them. Those three lesbians that started Black Lives Matter, they did not want no men involved in there whatsoever. They sat there and ended up making almost $1 billion and pimped y'all for money. And are you telling me just within after all that stuff went up, you telling me that they had to file for bankruptcy? Yeah, you know that, right? Black Lives Matter had to file for bankruptcy after making almost $1 billion. Where'd that money go? You black folks gave it up. Some of y'all white liberals did too. You snow cone color hair social justice warrior folks. Y'all out there, Black Lives Matter. I donate. Some of y'all sat there and went into y'all pension and gave money because y'all thought y'all were doing something great. And they took your money and played y'all. And be quite honest, I don't feel sorry for y'all. I don't feel sorry for none of you that gave up your money from your pension. Some of y'all took money from y'all dang on. Y'all sat there and took out a second mortgage because y'all thought that this was about to just revolutionize America. Y'all thought this was about to finally be the thing to give black folks their place. Black folks got completely played and pimped by black people. It's showing y'all right there. But the whole entire time, Ty Smith is Uncle Tom. You a hater of your race. You might be skin folk because you ain't kinfolk. You a coon. You a bootlicker. You a house Negro. You a porch Negro. Oh, I got all of that, and I love it. I'm like, bring it on, because I guarantee you when it's all said and done and the dust settle, you Negroes going to be played, and you're going to be in a worse predicament than what you was, because they showed y'all, they told y'all to your face what they were, and black folks still followed them. Patrice Cullors and the Black Lives Matter came out and said, we are trained Marxists. And what do black folks do? No, that ain't what they mean. That is not what they mean. Oh, man, you tripping, Ty. Man, that is not, see, they different though. I mean, I know that Marxism, the guy Karl Marx, I know that he was racist and he literally referred to us as the N-word, but it's different now because we got black folks leading it. That is your real sellout, folks. Those are your real tap dancing and coons. The ones who will sit there and sell y'all out. They sold y'all out. There was, y'all don't believe me. Go and look it up right now. Go and look up how many Black Lives Matter activists, Black Lives Matter chapter leaders got arrested because they sat there and took your money and they lavished their lives with it. This is literally me looking out for you. I sat there and told some of y'all virtue signaling white folks what they were doing. Oh no, Ty, no, I'm not listening to you. You're just upset. Y'all can't even give me a reason. You should know better. That's what really is. Yeah, some of y'all know y'all stepped the line. As a black man, you should. You better watch yourself. Well, I don't mean it like that. Well, you better watch yourself because right now you a little too high right now to be talking about me. You as a white person trying to tell me, Ty, you as a black man, you should know. That what you mean? You better check yourself. They check themselves real quick. I told you. You are sitting there pledging your money and giving your money for a cause that's going to end up. You literally gave your money to hurt black people more. How do you feel about that right now, huh? You literally gave your money to organizations that end up hurting black people more. How do you feel about that? Snow cone color hair, social justice warrior, fake virtue signaling fools. How do you feel about that? Yeah. And I told you, I don't care. I told you, I warned y'all. I said, and when it comes crashing down, and when y'all have all these cuts and bruises and stuff all over y'all, when y'all have those open wounds and you left bleeding, I'm going to pour salt in it. Oh, I'm not going to be I know how it feels. I know how it feels. I'm pouring salt all in the wounds because I told you. And because you were so feeling good about being a part of something, you were so feeling good about being part of a movement, and you thought that because you are a white liberal or whatever you want to call yourself, you felt because you was out there with your signs up in the air with your mask and everything on, and out there looking at the memorabilia and putting the fist up and bowing down on your knee, you thought that all that was just going to be a great thing that's just going to help revolutionize black folks. Welcome to helping black folks being worse. You should feel bad about what you did. You should feel stupid about using your pension and using your mortgage and all this stuff like that to donate to a company that sat there and made things for black people worse. You should feel bad about that. What a waste. Oh, Beliefs, what did it do? This is what's so crazy about a lot of y'all. Y'all are just instantly feeling good about instant gratification. You love propaganda. You don't listen to reason. That's why I'm in medicine. We look for long-term things. That's why it's called practicing medicine, because you will never perfect it. That's why it's called it. That's why when things come out that are new, you need to sit back and wait before you go in there and jump on board with it. Some of y'all didn't do the research. They did witchcraft in front of y'all. I showed, man, some of y'all that's been with me for a long time, don't forget to hit that like button. I showed you guys videos of the Black Lives Matter people, them literally practicing witchcraft. They told y'all that they was conjuring up the spirits of ancestors and dead ones to get inside them to help them go along and push this mission. I showed y'all the videos. What did y'all do? Oh man, you going over the top, man. That's just time, man. Why are you hating on these black people? Why black women already got it? I don't care about no goddamn on you going on with some black women got it bad. If somebody is doing something wrong, I'm going to call the bull crap out. I don't care what color they are. Do you know how ignorant you sound when your only excuse is, why you want to talk about a black woman? Why you want to bring down a black man? That's your own. You even understand, if a criminal is doing something wrong, you pissed off more about me calling out them because they black than you are about the crime they committed? This is where a lot of people's minds are. You are more pissed off because I called out a person doing something wrong. You more pissed off at the fact that I called them out because they look like me than you are of the crime they committed. Well, their hearts were in the right place. No, it wasn't. Do you know what Marxists do? They steal. My mentees understood that. Guys, let's open our books. Let's go read upon Karl Marx. Let's see what he wanted to do. He wanted to destroy the bourgeoisie because he wanted to sit there and say everybody should have equity just because. He didn't believe that anybody should be able to work to get what they got. He didn't believe that. He didn't believe that. He was jealous that people were making money and there were people that didn't. They didn't want to do anything. They felt entitled to get it and they felt that they should get it just because. And he wanted to overthrow them. That same ideology got brought to America. They tried to usher it in by pimping black people to bring it in, but Martin Luther King ended up bringing in equality and not equity. Don't believe me? Go do your history and look it up. Oh, yeah. So guess what? That's how they try to usher it in again. It had nothing to do with black people trying to revolutionize and come together. It had everything to do with them wanting to use black people to usher in socialism and Marxism. That's what it had. They use it right now. Even you Skittle folks, you LGBTQIA, even y'all. You really think it's about y'all freedom and y'all you know. They're using y'all too to bring in their ideology. Okay, Christians can't come to school and read to kids. Although Christians are supposed to represent righteousness, truth, increasing people's lives, helping people out, but they don't want those type of people coming to school to read to kids. But they want a burly, hairy man, big, huge beard, hairy chest, nipples and stuff out, put on makeup. They want them to come and read to your kids. They want people looking literally like they got people literally looking like the devil with horns coming to read to your kids. But you better not let a Christian come in there and read. Some of these schools didn't even know it. They allowed people to come to read to your kids, and it turned out a lot of them were complete pedos. They were pedophiles. These schools don't care about your kids. They just care about an agenda. So the LGBTQ, while y'all sitting there flaunting y'all stuff, thinking that the whole world is behind y'all, they are doing nothing more than using y'all to usher in socialism, communism, Marxism, all together. But what y'all don't understand is that right now the pendulum kind of swung like this, and it's going to end up swinging back the other way. It's going to swing. It's going to swing back the other way. And like I said, the fact that it is swinging the other way, a person like me is going to be there to pour salt in the wound. You can say what you want to, because if somebody warned you and they told you and they gave you all the information you need to prevent yourself from going down this wrong road, when you still get that information and you choose to go down the wrong road, I am not going to be there to be like, oh, you poor thing. No, I'm going to be like, that's what you get. If you ever met me and you meet my sons, they'll tell you. When they were little, Dad, I can. No, you can't, son. You're not ready for that yet. Yes, I can. No, you can't. You're not ready for that yet. Okay, go ahead. Go. All right. And then when they mess up, guess what I was? I didn't go, so son, tell me, what lesson did you learn from that? No, I went, that's what you get. I told you. I told you you couldn't, but you wanted to do it anyway. I told you, didn't I? I told you. You 4 years old trying to ride a mountain bike. I can do it. I know it. Okay, go ahead. Pow. Ooh, yeah, I'm right there. It hurt, don't it? It hurt, don't it? I know. I told you. You didn't help me because I told you wasn't ready for it. You learned your lesson, didn't you? So you learned your lesson, didn't you? I'm not going to ride a bike again until I'm big. That's what I was trying to tell you. So now some people, I'm not going to donate to any organization unless I read upon them. It's easy. Anyway, folks, y'all got me worked up. Y'all done made me get hungry right now. I'm getting ready to go get some food. I appreciate y'all being in there. My friend Unconventional is in the house. Hey, sis, I'm going to do a video. I got your hug. Y'all got y'all gifts. Unconventional. Appreciate you and your husband. We got y'all gifts. Me and my wife is actually rocking them out at the casino. People were looking. They thought, coming in there looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely loved it. I'm going to do a video revealing the things that you guys sent me. I'm not going to give no more away, but we do have it. Appreciate you being here, sis. Appreciate your support. Again, it was a huge blessing meeting you and your husband, Prince. Red, my sis. I appreciate you holding down. You are very faithful and very well. I'm telling you, Wendy, I thank you for being in here and doing your thing, sis. I really, really, really do. Everybody else, make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all get out of here. To those of you, and I told y'all I don't care about this, but y'all, I can't keep on. I was showing y'all, but I don't want y'all to see this phone number. For someone to say, how do I donate? It's right there. Patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man is how you join Patreon. You join there. It's a tier that's for $1. Join the $1 tier. You're paying $12 a year. That's how you can help the channel. Help me with certain things. I got mentees that I give stuff to and all things like that. That's how you can do it right there. Also, for the ones that want to send it through Cash App, it's right there. It's Cash App, sign and money sign, Modern Renaissance Man. Okay? That's how you do it. No matter how many times I do this, I still get y'all to tell me, hey, what can I do to support you? Where can I send? That's how you do it. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys all being in here. Don't forget, I promise you, one of the best things you guys can do, let somebody know about this channel in your contact list. If somebody joins the channel and subscribe to YouTube, if they go to a video, tell them to leave a comment and say something like, hey, I just subscribed to your channel, such and such sent me. I would love for people to do that. I would. With that being said, folks, appreciate y'all again. Thank y'all for being here and rocking it out with me. Keep y'all notifications turned on because you never know when I'm going to go live. I'm going to make I'm not going to say that. I'm going to try to make it better for myself to where I would pre-post things on YouTube and y'all will be able to see when I go live. But I'm such a spontaneous person. It's such a out of character for me right there. So anyway, y'all know what I do. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching.